morning, SKN. I'm Jamie Morris.
And I'm Cortensia Carty.
We are back from a very long weekend, and we definitely hope that you guys had a blast with that, what was it, 4-day weekend?
Yeah, but we deserve the fifth.
Oh, you do?
Yes. And you know why? Because we had our independence and the
Yes.
Queen's funeral on the same day. So we were supposed to get today so we could get a nice long 5-day week.
That's
How
what
about
I
that?
heard. I know that that's not going to jive because we were here today. Grateful, however, that we're celebrating our 39th year of independence, and
Indeed.
grateful that we are here to see it.
So how was your weekend?
Very good. Uneventful, thankfully.
Indeed. Good. I actually went, I watched the parade yesterday, the local community parade. So, yeah, it was a good weekend all in all, yeah.
Awesome.
I even wore my IREP SKN shirt.
You know what? Even additionally to that, that's exciting. What's exciting is also who we have coming up today. So we're going to be talking with representatives from the Saints National Youth Parliament Association.
Yes, and Seco Francis.
Yes.
Around.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to that. But now we begin with the local news. This from SKNIS. In his national address on St. Kitts and Nevis' 39th anniversary as a sovereign nation on September the 19th, Prime Minister the Honorable Dr. Terence M. Drew said St. Kitts and Nevis is on a journey to becoming a republic. Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew said, and I quote, "Our nation is much closer to true independence than not. As we approach 40 years as an independent nation in 2023, we also set our eyes on transitioning into a republic. We trod on towards that goal of self-determination and self-actualization, where we truly encapsulate our sovereignty. That is why each time I get the opportunity to speak to our nation's young people, I challenge them to be innovative, to be creative, and to envision a better St. Kitts and Nevis and use their immense skills to help us get there." End quote. Prime Minister Dr. Drew added, "My goal is to harness the immense power and unbridled talents of all our people to help fuel this rocket ship we call Layamiga and Owali into the stratosphere of prosperity and excellence. Our political independence was just the first step. Over the years, we have also built the foundation of our own social, economic, and cultural freedoms. I will confess we are not totally free yet. As a small island nation, we depend on many partners internationally and regionally." That is true.
So we are on our way to becoming a republic.
Look at us at 40.
Okay.
Boss moves.
Good. Something to anticipate.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. By way of a Foreign Affairs press release, Foreign Minister, the Right Honourable Dr. Denzil L. Douglas, representing Prime Minister Honourable Dr. Terence M. Drew, arrived early on the 18th of September in London for the state funeral of Her late Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, who died on September 8th. Dr. Douglas was met on arrival at Gatwick Airport by representatives of King Charles III and the Foreign Secretary, Mr. James Cleverly, and by St. Kitts and Nevis High Commissioner Isaac. His first engagement was the King's reception at Buckingham Palace, hosted by the King for the foreign dignitaries who had traveled to London to pay their respects to the late monarch, who was well regarded and globally respected for her diplomatic skills, unparalleled service to her country and the Commonwealth, as well as her quiet moral leadership and devotion to duty. The Right Honourable Foreign Minister conveyed condolences on behalf of Prime Minister Dr. Drew to His Majesty King Charles III, the Earl of Wessex, the late Queen's youngest son, and the Right Honourable Liz Truss, recently appointed by Prime Minister of the UK. He conveyed the profound sadness of the government and people of St. Kitts and Nevis on the passing of Her Majesty. A very somber occasion indeed.
Yeah, and continued empathy and sympathies to the family of the late Queen Elizabeth II. We continue now. 19 citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis recognized for their sterling contribution to nation building. This from SKNIS. In keeping with the National Honours Act, 19 citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis were recognized for their sterling contribution to nation building. The names were revealed during the National Heroes Day observance addressed by Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, on National Heroes Day on Friday, September the 16th, 2022. The National Honours Act established a trio of merit-based award, which includes the Medal of Honor, the Companion of the Star of Merit, and the Order of National Hero. The Companion of the Star of Merit, which is awarded for long and meritorious service or for loyal and devoted service to the nation, was awarded to 16 nationals of St. Kitts and Nevis, 2 of whom receive it posthumously. They are Eileen Gray for her contribution to education, culture, and sports, Dennis Richards for education, arts, and culture, Lorraine Brown, Waylon Vaughn, Violet Jones Monlord, and Dr. Lincoln Carty for their contribution to education, Sylvester Charles for education, music, sports, and volunteerism, Maxwell Bass Sr. for music and security services, while Nathan S. Dale and Elsie teacher Elsie Mills were recognized for their contribution to education and religion. So congrats to everyone that received a Medal of Honor during our 39th Independence celebration.
Indeed. All right, moving on to a check of our local weather. It's going to be partly cloudy with a 40% or moderate chance of showers, a high of 91 and a low of 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Currently, it is 84 degrees, and all in all, take a look at your forecast. It seems partly sunny for the rest of the week. We'll be back in a moment with more Good Morning SKN.
You see that new boy that just joined the school last week? He brought me a chocolate this morning because I showed him the way home from school yesterday.
You like him?
No, he's just my friend. Plus, he is my neighbor. He asked me if we can walk home together for lunch tomorrow, and I told him yes.
I don't like these big boys. They tend to like to touch girls without your consent.
What do you mean by consent?
It's when one person agrees to give.
No, he's just my friend. Plus, he is my neighbor. He asked me if we can walk home together for lunch tomorrow, and I told him yes.
I don't like these big boys. They tend to like to touch girls without your consent.
What do you mean by consent?
It's when one person agrees to give permission to another person to do something.
He is cute though.
Guys, you won't believe what happened the other day with the new boy from school.
What happened?
The other day, while walking home with the new guy, he followed me into my house. I thought it was okay because he seemed friendly and respectful. So I turned on the TV and offered him a soda. We sat in the chair together. Then he leaned over and kissed me. I was so shocked I sat up straight and asked him why he did that. He said he thought I liked him. I told him not in that way.
What? Girl, you should have never allowed him inside your parents' home.
My parents will be very angry if they meet any boys in our home plus kissing me.
Guys, we don't need to be burdened down with teen pregnancy and relationship problems at this time. Boys need to understand that girls are not sex objects.
Remember, you have the right to consent to every activity being performed, from holding hands to anything more, and to change your mind at any time. If your partner does not respect your wishes, this also is a form of abuse. If you, your friend or family member is being abused, you can contact one of the numbers listed below for help. Department of Gender Affairs 662-5492, Special Victims Unit 662-7077, Counseling Unit 465-5000. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and the Pan American Health Organization.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. We continue now with the latest in regional news. This from Antigua Newsroom. Hurricane Fiona roared over the Dominican Republic on Monday after knocking out power across all of Puerto Rico, causing damage, the governor said, was catastrophic. No deaths had been reported, but authorities in the U.S. territory said it was too early to know the full scope of damage from an expansive storm that was still forecast to unleash torrential rain across Puerto Rico on Monday. Up to 30 inches was forecast for Puerto Rico's southern region. As much as 15 inches were projected for the eastern Dominican Republic. Ernesto Morales, a meteorologist with the National Weather Service in San Juan, said, quote, "It's important people understand that this is not over," end quote. He said flooding reached historic levels with authorities evacuating or rescuing hundreds of people across the island. At 8 a.m. Eastern Time, the National Hurricane Center said that, quote, hurricane conditions, end quote, were continuing over portions of the Dominican Republic. Governor Pedro Pierluisi said, quote, heavy rainfall and catastrophic flooding, end quote, continued across the majority of Puerto Rico. The damages that we are seeing are catastrophic. Deanne Criswell, director of the Federal Emergency Management Agency, said in a statement to CBS News Sunday night that the agency was actively supporting Puerto Rico and immediately deployed hundreds of FEMA personnel before the storm made landfall.
Oh, we were spared, but others weren't.
We were.
That's sad. Because nobody wants to be in the wake or in the line of a hurricane of any sorts or a tropical storm, because you saw what happened to Guadeloupe as well, and they have recorded one death so far that I'm aware of. Yeah.
Apparently the situation, according to the news report that I saw this morning, roughly 60% of Puerto Rico is still without, I think,
power. Wow.
Water. I think that might be it, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
Access to water.
Something that we need.
I stand to be corrected, but I think that's what I recall.
Oh man. And now with more sad news, this on the international scene, deadly earthquake rocked Mexico on cursed anniversary. This from Al Jazeera. A powerful 7.6 magnitude earthquake has struck western Mexico, killing at least one person and causing panic in the country's capital on the anniversary of two previous quakes. The earthquake hit shortly after 1 p.m. local time on Monday and was centered in the border area between the states of Michoacán and Colima at a depth of about 15 kilometers. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, the USGS, the Mexican government said one person was killed in the Pacific port of Manzanillo when a department store roof collapsed on them, while regional officials reported damage to several hospitals in Michoacán. One person was injured by falling glass at one of the hospitals, they said. Mexico City Mayor Claudia Sheinbaum said there were no immediate reports of damage in the capital after the earthquake, which rumbled through Mexico on the same day that major quakes battered the country in 1985 and 2017. Ernesto Lanceta, a business owner in the Chuamatec borough of the city, said, and quote, it's this date. There's something about the 19th. The 19th is a day to be feared, end quote. The earthquake on September 19, 2017 killed more than 350 people, while the other on the same date in 1985 killed thousands. End quote. It seems like a curse, Isla Montes, a 34-year-old graphic designer, said of the quake's timing as helicopters flew overhead, surveying the city. So sad.
Yeah.
Climate change is happening. And it's rearing its ugly head, should I say?
Oh, you said, so it's not should you say, you indeed said it.
Yeah.
All right, thoughts and prayers to the people who are suffering there.
Indeed, in Mexico. Well, folks, there you have it for regional and international news. So much more up and next on a lighter note. Stay tuned, GMSKN Nation. See you soon.
Let's face it, most parents or guardians don't want to think about their teens having sex, let alone contemplate the possibility that they might get pregnant or get someone pregnant. Teenage pregnancy is a situation that involves female adolescents. A teenage female can be pregnant as early as age 12 or 13, although it is usually 14 and older. The fact that teenagers become pregnant is related to many factors. Here are some tips to decrease teen pregnancy. Teach teenagers comprehensive sex education. Target messages at teen boys, not just girls. Get the whole community involved. Encourage mentoring, parental involvement, and support. This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
Children, how can you tell a tsunami coming?
Teacher me.
Sammy?
My mother said When Uncle jump in the pool and the water spoosh out, that's how you tell a tsunami coming.
Settle down, children. Settle down. Do you remember our tsunami song?
Yes! When you feel like shaking and it's moving around, you see the ocean gone like the fish on the sand. You should run to higher ground, a tsunami soon come.
Mommy, Uncle not here and the other shake.
Hush your mouth.
Daddy, Uncle not here and the sea gone.
Who cares? You don't see all them free fish? Quick, give me the bag.
This is how you tell a tsunami a come. Teacher says so. I would have failed in school, you know.
Sammy, come, let me go. They would have failed anyhow. Let me run, see, Sammy.
When you feel the earth shaking and it's moving all around, you see the ocean gone like the fish on the sand. You should run to higher ground, a tsunami soon come.
Consuming foods like bananas, potatoes, and dried peas and beans, such as lentils and kidney beans, contains potassium, which helps to reduce salt in the body.
Dreamy Decor specializes in flowers for all events, from birthdays to weddings and any other special occasion. What's a better way to express to the people you love than by providing the finest selection of beautiful flowers and gifts? So when you think of flowers, think of us, Dreamy Decor.
Yo, what up? It's your boy and Richie right here at Studio 327. I'm here to give you the promo that you guys need because this is something special for St. Kitts. I'm telling you, tune in to Good Morning 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on YouTube, Facebook, and on Moen Channel 4. Also, I realize nobody else is doing this. Follow the Good Morning SKN Instagram at Good Morning SKN and the Studio 3 Inc. Instagram. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook. This is pretty long, but follow us and yeah.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Some people love to run. It gives them joy and a feeling of accomplishment when they reach the targeted distance or complete the desired time. One such person with a passion for running is Seco Francis. But he wanted to spread the joy of running. And so during COVID-19, he came up with the Run SKN Challenge. This national is joining us from Virginia to tell us all about it. Good morning, Seco. Welcome to GMSKN.
GMSKN and everyone else who's tuned in.
I love that greeting. We need to use it as a bumper or something. Love it, Seco.
Yes.
All right, so let's talk about the Run SKN Challenge. How did you come up with the idea?
Well, St. Kitts is always on my mind. When I'm running, I'm always thinking about the distance in terms of St. Kitts. And so I wanted to do something that would get people active during the pandemic. And I wanted to reach out to people in St. Kitts and Kittitians and divisions all around the world. And this was one way of doing it. And everyone was online at that point. So it just seemed to connect at that moment. So I put it together and that became what it is today.
Okay, so just as a follow-up here, you're saying that you're reaching out to Kittitians and divisions all around the world. So this challenge wasn't specific to, say, the physical location of St. Kitts and Nevis, if I'm understanding you.
No, it's actually designed for people wherever you are in the world. Yes.
Wherever you are in the world. Okay.
Yes, wherever you are.
So what are the participating categories, if I may ask, in this challenge? And is there only one winner?
Anyone can participate. Any and everyone can sign up to do the Run SKN Challenge. Okay. There is no fee. Just sign up on whatever app we're using to track the run and be a part of the run. Last year, we had one winner. This year, we decided to do something a little bit different and have overall, we had a female winner and a male winner. But as it turned out this year, it didn't turn out exactly like it did last year, clear cut. This year, we had the top 7 finishers being women.
Ooh, la la, I love
Well, that's an
that.
accomplishment.
So,
Yeah.
we only had one winner, a male winner, but, we try to, fix it so we could have a male and a female winner. But the women showed us this year that we didn't need that.
We got the muscles.
All right, so
Yes,
Siko, we're talking about the challenge, but I'm not sure that we have as yet a clear picture of what the participants have to do. So why don't you tell us?
Okay, you sign up with whatever app we're using to do the Run SKN challenge. It's the run starts on the 1st of August, which we know is Emancipation Day, and it finishes on September 19th, which is Independence Day. 50 days. 50 days, and we're covering 100 miles, 104 miles, which is the distance around St. Kitts and Nevis combined, not the road distance, the land distance.
So you put a lot of
And
thought into this.
a lot. And I didn't want to make it too hard, so I had to come up with, something to make it doable. 50 days to cover 104 miles, broke it down to about 2.08 miles per day. And I figured that most people could get that done if they broke it down to 1.04 miles in the morning and 1.04 miles in the evening.
As Jamie said, you really put a lot of thought into this.
I really, really wanted to get people active.
That is so easy for me because if you remember St. Kitts and Nevis, that's literally like running from Gillard's to maybe the Koi building and back. That's your 2-mile distance, and you can do that in roughly 25 minutes if you're good, if you're running at average pace. So you're good to go, Siko. I learned from experience. All right. So could you name the winner of this year's competition or challenge?
This year's winner is Chantel Jones. She did it in 4 days, 19 hours, and 36 minutes. That was very fast.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Was that a record?
That is the fastest time since we've started doing it.
Wow.
Wow.
I wonder if I know Chantel, so I can say I know the winner.
I want to meet Chantel.
I want to see you guys race. That's what I want to see.
So how many persons exactly participated in the challenge?
This year we had, I think, 56 names on the roster, and as of last night, I think 17 people completed the run.
Okay, that's incredible. And it's something, I'm sorry that I'm just now talking to you because it's something that I probably would have done had I been more aware of it before, because it's actually quite achievable.
Good news.
Okay.
Next year. Yeah. I'm going to ask you to commit right now.
You're asking me to commit right now. Okay. But that's doable. I might actually, I'm going to see if I can, I won't make it in 4 days. I'll tell you that now.
You have 50
definitely
days.
by the 50 days. Yeah, that's quite achievable.
Yes.
So what can you tell us are the objectives or the main objective of Run SKN? And are they being achieved?
Okay, to get people active. We all know the benefits of being active. And a healthy community is important to every one of us.
Absolutely.
We want a healthy community.
This is a rather fun way to think about getting people active, I have to say, and I love the 50-day challenge. Do you have any other ideas up your sleeve, for instance, as to how you can get people active? I know we're talking about Run SKN, but since I have you here, I'm just curious, because I'm sure your mind doesn't stop working.
I'm glad you asked, because eventually, hopefully, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that one day we can actually do a Run SKN on St. Kitts and Nevis, where we do the physical miles in person around St. Kitts and around Nevis.
Oh, wow.
Because,
okay.
yes.
Yeah, keep going, Siko.
in that way, people can see people doing it, because I think visual is important. And if someone sees someone doing it, they just might be inclined to get up and move. And the point is to get people to move.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. And I have to say, I'm thinking run SKN, but I'm sure that you'd have some walkers in there as well. So if you want to throw it out to them, you might be able to do that.
I was going to ask that question.
Yeah, we say run, but I mean, you don't have to run. You can walk the entire distance.
Okay, that's great to know. All right, well, we're going to run away for a second. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back to continue our discussion with you in a moment. Stay tuned, everyone.
All right. Thank you.
Good morning, SKN. This is Lyrical. I just want to say blessings to you. There are a happy place in the life if you live in there. A happy place in the life if you live in there. Cause them at a happy place in the life. And they can't change. And they just come out here to do right. So whether day or night, they will never ever change. Blessings, blessings, and blessings.
These teen boys nowadays get me so upset. I see these teen girls with their big bellies and you want to tell me y'all couldn't protect her and yourself? Come on. Now don't tell me no stupidness about you feel embarrassed about getting a pack of condoms or asking somebody for one. That ain't nothing to be ashamed about. You should be proud that you are making a wise decision, but you still have to abstain from having sex with someone under the age of consent. If your boys are pressuring you to have sex and you don't want to, then don't. You are in charge of your life, not them. I heard another one saying it's sweeter without a condom. But my granny always told me, no glove, no love. So let me tell you something. It's sweeter to have money in your pockets and not have to support a child at that young age. Before I say anything else, the best way to prevent teenage pregnancy is to abstain. In other words, no do it. Let me talk to the big men troubling underage girls.
Why you sleeping with your daughter? You not live clean. Your girl at 16 and your daughter at 13. So girl a look me, but me know you know that. Big man no deal with back pamba.
You understand where I'm coming from, right?
This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
Consuming excess salt can lead to heart attack, high blood pressure, and even stroke, and other health-related conditions such as kidney disease.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN as we continue our engaging conversation with our guest as he combines patriotism and a passion for running and technology to come up with the Run SKN Challenge. So, Mr. Francis, do you think the objectives of Run SKN are being achieved?
Yes. Okay. When I started Run SKN, my intention was to get one person off the couch.
I got it.
And as you can see, we've passed that one person off the couch.
We sure have.
Yes.
That's very good.
All right, so when did you begin running? I think I asked you earlier, but when did you begin running both competitively and for the fun of it?
Okay, for the fun of it, it started as a kid. Keon Primary School, sports day, the best day in the world. You know, track and field.
Of course.
Yes. And then you go on to Keon High School, same thing. So running has always been there. My uncle, Uncle Austin, he would wake me up in the morning and take me on runs from Keon to Bastia and back. Yeah. So as I said earlier, in my head, when I'm running, I'm going from Keon to Bastia and back. And then I go to Mansion and back in my head.
So you're logging those miles as you go and you're visualizing where you are.
Yes, yes.
All right.
So running has always been a part of me. And I've seen the benefits of it in the last few years because I took a break. And then I realized the benefits that I had lost from taking the break.
Let's
And
talk about those.
health benefits. You become slower, more, you don't feel as strong as you used to when you stop. And I got back into it and I noticed the differences in it. And I wanted to let other people know. And, one way to get people to stay active are challenges. People love challenges.
Yeah, we do. We certainly do. Yeah.
We love challenges. Maybe one day we'll get someone to come aboard with a big sponsorship and put something nice over the top of the challenge and get everyone to move.
Well, you know what? I'm going to throw this out to you, but I don't know if you want to contact them or whatever, but we've talked with SKN Moves several times. So you've got SKN in your title. Perhaps you'd want to talk to them and see how maybe they can collaborate with you and make this something that everybody can participate in, because I think it's a great idea, Siko. I really do.
Thank you. I am open to working with everyone.
Good to know.
Mr. Francis, some of us complain that, or some documentary may have said that running is bad for the knees. How true is this? And for those of us that would like to run but have a little rough knees, or I should say bad knees, how does one deal with that?
First, speak to your doctor, because I am not a doctor, so I can't give you expert advice. I can only give you my personal.
Okay.
My knees aren't bad, and I've been running long distances for the last close to almost 20 years. Okay? On the road, on the trails, whatever. You're going to feel pain. And if you feel some pain in your knees, like I said, go and see your doctor. A lot of times the pain is not even so much about our knees, it's about our overall physical being. You want to go out and run 15 miles and you're not fit, you're going to feel pain.
Okay.
And we
First
take
of all,
that.
let me say, sorry, go ahead.
Sometimes we let that pain turn us off from running, and we make it worse than it is sometimes. So as I said, go see the doctor. They'll tell you.
I have to say, if you're going to run 15 miles,
using some crutch or something, yes.
If you're going to run 15 miles and you're not in shape to do it, I got to say, you got to be crazy. First of all, because you're not going to make it. At least not in one go.
It's going to hurt you at some point,
Yes. You got to train. I would say my experience, Siko, has been, and this happens when I start running again. If I run on the road or the sidewalks, which are very harsh on the knees, to be honest with you, it takes me a while to acclimatize. But after about maybe a week or so, then I'll be fine, to be honest with you. I don't even feel it. But in terms of Cortensi's question, what some people say, I think a doctor had said to me at one point, Dr. Mervyn Laws had recommended that I run on sand as opposed to running on the hard surface, because that may help. We have a lot of beaches here. Let's be realistic. We've got a lot of sand. So there's no excuse, right?
Well, whatever works for you. Some people are comfortable on the concrete. Some people are comfortable on the sand. Some people are comfortable on the grass. What you shouldn't get comfortable with is sitting down.
I love it. Absolutely right.
So for some of us that are not experienced runner like Jamie and yourself, how can we prepare to begin running, or to say, okay, I'm going to take on running now? What do we actually do?
Start walking really fast.
Okay. And then eventually,
every now and then say to yourself, okay, I'm going to try and run for 5 seconds.
Okay.
And do just that, 5 seconds. And work on that 5 seconds over time until you can do 6. And keep building on that. You have a lifetime. There's no rush. It's not a race to some finish line. So you get up and you go every day and you do a little bit here and a little bit there whenever you get the chance. And sometimes we don't want people to see us doing it. Well, put that pride down, because that pride is going to hinder your fitness and eventually your health.
You've got that right.
Is so correct. Because you don't want to run slow for someone to say, oh, he or she just wasting time. Why they don't come off the road and leave?
Listen, I don't even care, to be honest with you. And I'm listening to you, and you remind me of so many people that I've talked to who are engaging in this activity. And it's like, it's a mind thing. You've got to visualize it, and you have to know what works for you. And you've got to develop yourself regardless of what's going on around you. And
remember why you want to do it in the first place.
Absolutely
Yeah,
right.
I mean, why do you want to do it?
I want to pick your brain a little bit, Seiko, because I have read, and I do believe that it does exist, that there is such a thing as runner's high. Have you experienced that?
Runner's high. Okay. There comes that point in the run when you forget about the pain and you're enjoying it. I don't know if that's what they call the runner's high, but I've experienced that. But at some point, you go back to feeling the pain. So I guess that is a high away from the pain of running distance.
Well, that's one way of looking at it. The way that I interpret it, and this is what I've experienced. It's just it releases feel-good hormones, and so it's addictive, and you want to keep going back. So you do it today. You want to go further tomorrow. You want to build that skill set, and it's really addictive. Very easy to get into, to be honest with you.
But I mean, and do you get it every time you run?
Yes, because there are times when I'm running. It depends. Like if I have to run before I go to work, which is probably most people, they're like, we don't want to be late for work today, so we're going to run really fast and we're checking the time. If you do it on a weekend when you don't have to run to work, that is, then you'll definitely take more and maybe go the distance. And I mix my runs in between, short, longer, that sort of thing. Hills.
Well, that's important. I'm glad you said that, because some people think that you have to run long distance to stay fit. You use the time you have.
Absolutely right. All right, very quickly, Seiko, we've got time for one last question. What's next for Run SKN? How can people sign up for next year?
The next step is to let as many people, and it's not just kittians and divisions that this is open to. It's open to people who love us. So it's for everyone. The next step for us is to get Chantel her trophy. Yeah. As we do present a trophy to the winners. And we are preparing for next year, which is always going to start on the 1st of August. And hoping for open, partnerships with people like you guys.
All right, good to know. RunSKN.com, that's the website.
So before I even go any further, let me thank you guys for this interview.
You're very welcome, Seiko.
And thank you too.
It's been our pleasure. And we hate to run. Actually, we don't, but we have to, sir. It's been our pleasure talking to you, Seiko. Thank you very much. And, looking forward to Run SKN next year, definitely. All right. And you challenged me on here, so I've accepted it.
Yes. And not just you, but your co-host too.
All right, I accept.
I was going to say working for
I'll try.
Great. Thanks, Seiko. All right, have a good day.
Thank you guys very much. Appreciate you.
You're welcome.
All right, more GMSKN and Flash. Stay tuned.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Hey, my friend, what going on?
Not a thing. I just here cooling under this tree, about to eat a mango or two.
Where you get mango from all now?
Boy, Auntie Rose bring me some mango this morning.
Oh, gosh. What you hit me for?
You give me something to put on?
Girl, you can't just come tempting me with these juicy round pally mangoes and expect me not to want some.
Just because something looks appealing and you want it doesn't mean you are entitled to it and that you should touch or take it. Your mother ain't teach you manners. Ask for consent first before you touch up the mango them.
But why ask? And if it's dear, it's dear. Just take it. Why ask?
Simple. If it is mine and you ain't asked for it, it is called, wait for it, stealing.
That's true. My bad. Okay. May I please have some mangoes?
I don't know. After that spectacle, I ain't sure I want to give you any.
You see that? But I ask.
Just because you ask doesn't mean I have to give. It is still my mangoes.
So what you tell me ask for then?
Because consent is everything. Had you asked first, I would have been more inclined to give you one. And just because you ask doesn't mean I have to give you. You got it?
Okay, I got it. Now, may I please have some mangoes?
Only because you're my friend and I like you. But that still don't mean you're entitled to it.
Okay, I get it. I get it.
Good. Don't leave your mango skin on the ground, eh?
If you understand the importance of asking for someone's consent for a mango, then it shouldn't be too hard to understand consent when it comes to sex. The power of consent is everything. Ask first. If you or a friend has been sexually assaulted, please call 465-5000 for the counseling center.
This message was brought to you by No Judgment SKN and sponsored by the Basic Needs Trust Fund, the Department of Gender Affairs, and the Caribbean Development Bank.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. September is recognized as Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome Awareness Month, PCOS for short. If you have never heard of Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome before, well, PCOS before, as I said, yeah, it stands for Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome. So, Jamie, I have to ask you this question, although you're not a female. Have you ever heard of this said disease?
Wait, that's breaking news. Okay. Actually, no.
Okay.
No. I've never heard of it.
Okay.
Before I heard you guys around here talking about it.
Okay.
And the abbreviation I remembered more than what it actually meant or what it stood for.
Good stuff, good stuff. So in an effort to stand in solidarity with women around the world that suffer from this condition, we will be increasing awareness about PCOS. So let's begin. So what is PCOS? Polycystic ovary syndrome is a serious genetic, hormonal, metabolic, and reproductive disorder.
Okay, that's a lot.
Yes. As I would. Yes. Go ahead. You can break it down.
Metabolic.
Can't lose the weight like we wanna.
Reproductive.
Disorder. A long time. What the older folks say? You barren. Because they weren't,
word, as I said.
yeah, they weren't educated and they weren't aware of the various diseases that were happening. So now our generation is fighting the cause for every single thing. Nothing hides.
Well, there you go, but it's also it's genetic. We
Yeah.
break these things down. So genetic, hormonal, metabolic, reproductive, but also serious.
Yeah.
It's a serious condition.
It is very serious. But genetic, not every. I could have PCOS, and my mom made 4 kids. So I want
through
to.
your bloodline, though.
Not really, you know, because.
Well, not yours, but I mean people's in general, because it might be somewhere in the bloodline.
I think I may suffer with it a bit. I think a bit. But all of my family members, I don't know none of them that has suffered with it that has not managed to birth a child.
Okay.
Even though there might have been miscarriages in between, but they still managed to birth a child.
So it's not, the end of the road for
It is
that
not,
households.
yeah.
It's just more difficult.
Yeah.
It's more of a challenge.
Indeed. You said the correct word for most women, yeah.
So who does it affect? PCOS affects 1 in 10 women. It is estimated that 10 to 15% of women have PCOS and 50% of them go undiagnosed. Well, this is alarming.
But Maybe because a lot of us don't go to the doctors. I don't know. How would 50% of them go undiagnosed?
Myriad of reasons, perhaps. I guess symptoms might mirror, other ailments, other diseases, etc.
And this is where I want to have a conversation with a doctor. How early should you test a young woman to find out if she has this type of syndrome?
That's a good point. Those conversations and having an expert to talk about that with is going to be very important. And for the women out there who might not even know that they're suffering, it might be something that you want to go get checked for.
Exactly.
It's important to know that.
Because once painful period arrives, then you should just go and check yourself out. So polycystic ovary syndrome is one of the most common ovulatory disorders, accounting for 85% of ovulatory disorder diagnosis. Wow, so it messes with your ovaries.
So it's diagnosed. Obviously, they catch it there in relation to the ovaries. Yeah.
That's why we need to know how young, since we're educating the folks. So we need to bring a doctor. Is there a doctor in the house? We need to bring a doctor in to find out.
Well, we've had doctors before, so I'm pretty sure we can find them again.
Yeah, we need. Wink, wink, Dr. Manchester, can you come back?
But it is very common, though. It is.
Yes.
It is common. 85%. So the hormonal effects. So we're breaking this down now. So women with PCOS create a higher than average level of androgens. Androgens are normally present in both sexes, but typically are considered male hormones in this, I know, right? So androgens. Yeah. And you were saying effectively that, it might lead to facial hair, et cetera.
Yeah, you see some female with facial hair. Yeah, so that's one of the symptoms.
So you've got more of the, male hormone.
Wow.
Than other women, I suppose.
Yeah. Even the chest hairs, too.
Oh,
that's part of it, yeah. So elevated androgen levels in women will affect the development of eggs and interfere with ovulation. For this reason, women with PCOS may not ovulate regularly or at all. Yeah, some folks miss a lot of periods and stuff like that.
And some of them don't do it at all. Wow. Which makes, again, obviously getting a child
difficult,
if not impossible. Yeah. I wonder what could be done to treat this. Of course, I don't know the answer.
I'm sure
it's a hormonal effect. Can you treat the hormone? It's possible. Somebody knows, right?
You have to. I think you have to treat it with hormones.
Okay.
Since it's a hormonal imbalance.
Balancing act.
And you got to do the exercise. Maybe even incorporate your running, change the way you eat.
There's a whole lot that goes into this, isn't there?
Sometimes I wonder if this is what we get for our first mama. The Eve lady.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just wonder,
That's
why I tell her next time, behave herself.
Oh, that's what you tell her, okay. Okay, all right.
If I could, Eve, next
it's
time, just behave yourself so we'll have a good life as women and we'll have no trouble at all.
Do you see the connection? It's always darkest before dawn. The evening and the morning were the first day. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Quick, can't see it. Let's take a look at signs and symptoms, okay? So heavy, irregular periods, pelvic pain during or between periods, excessive facial and body hair, as you said, severe acne, small cysts in ovaries, insulin resistance, anxiety, and depression. Now, this is one that I wouldn't have checked off as being that obvious. Fatigue or low energy levels, insomnia, or poor sleep.
Do you see how many symptoms?
Yes. And they run the gamut, don't they? I mean, you're talking physical, you're talking emotional, mental.
The insulin resistance, diabetes, anxiety and depression. One day you're up, next day you're down. Do you understand the pause neg now? Ha!
Do I understand?
And the fatigue. Oh my gosh. Some days you're very fatigued and you're low and you feel lethargic. And it's like, man. And then some days you can't sleep. Some days you're up. I have a cousin, man. I feel so bad for her. She cannot sleep. Now she told me she might be diabetic.
Wow, there are days when I can't sleep, but I know I don't have that. So yeah.
You're lucky. You're lucky. Yeah, but those are some of the signs. So as I mentioned before, as soon as you get the painful period, a lot of people say, oh, let's drink this bush, let's drink that bush, but let's still check what the medical doctor will say and diagnosis.
Absolutely. That might be one of the reasons why things go undiagnosed, because we take a lot of these home-based remedies or these culturally based remedies.
Indeed.
Let's say what Granny used to do.
Yes.
Right.
So we drink some bush, then we feel a little ease, and we drink 2 Advil, and we say, I need to go to the doctor.
Oh, we don't even make it to the Advil. we stick to the bush, Cortez. Let's be realistic.
But you see, maybe if we, as you see, and as I mentioned, if we go early, then we'll know early.
Yeah, early detection with just about everything is important. Absolutely right.
Yeah, but I think more awareness needs to be brought to these types of diseases so people can act.
So we're taking a look at the lifelong effects. So PCOS can lead to lifelong complications and other serious conditions, including severe anxiety and depression, obesity, endometrial cancer, type 2 diabetes, liver disease, and cardiovascular disease.
Wow. So this leads to so much more.
It can, yes, it can.
Including a cancer.
Which is why it's important exactly to get it diagnosed early, correctly, and begin treatment if you can, if there is effective treatment for it. Yes. I don't even know what to say. Wow, this is a lot. This is a lot.
Yeah, so now you know the strength of a woman, right? Because they smile and wave and they could be going through the world, huh?
Well, that's also very true.
Yeah.
It's also very true. Dare I say nothing that Maybelline can't cover? I'm just putting it out there. I'm kidding.
She can't cover
I'm
this
kidding.
one. A cure for PCOS does not exist, but women can manage their symptoms through diet and or medication. If conception does not occur on its own, then fertility treatment is often helpful, which some women find, oh my gosh. Jamie, I don't know if you ever watched a movie per se, or maybe a documentary with those that do the IVF, that they have to be injecting their stomach, and you have to be on cue. I wonder how they handle that, because that must be stressful. And I have seen some of them said that it's stress, but they go through these cycles all in the hopes of holding a cute little smelly, not smelly bad, but oh my gosh, you know the baby scent that doesn't go away?
Listen, I was just going to say, if you had stopped at cute,
no,
I would have been grinning. I would have been grinning. I'm like, here I am.
But not smelly bad. I said smelly good because the baby's just born with the cutest scent ever.
Really?
For somebody that's locked away in water,
that close.
in water for so long, oh my gosh, you're so sweet. Yeah, you don't know baby scent.
Yeah, I've seen all my cousins after.
Exactly.
Okay, but after,
the baby
not
scent,
right
the
there,
baby
yeah.
scent that they have, yes.
Not right there. Seriously.
The things women still push through and persevere
Yeah.
just to hold that little bundle of joy. Yeah.
Yeah. So what to see a doctor?
Yeah.
And this is the important one. When do you go to see a doctor? So if you've missed your periods and you are not pregnant, go see a doctor. If you have symptoms of PCOS, such as hair growth on your face and body, go see a doctor.
If you've been trying to get pregnant for more than 12 months but haven't been successful, you go see a doctor. If you have symptoms of diabetes, such as excessive thirst or hunger, blurred vision, or unexplained weight loss, go see your doctor. Wow.
Yeah.
See, I feel so bad. Imagine trying for a whole year and nothing. I feel so bad for those ladies. Like, sometimes I go to the pharmacy and I see some particular ladies. They don't know me, I don't know them, but they're buying their test kits. But I noticed that because I go by my prick sticks or whatever, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, I empathize with them because they're working so hard and they're yet to see the fruits of their labor. So you never know what someone's going through. I just say
There's a pun in there somewhere, you know, I have to say. Fruits of their labor?
I know.
There's a pun. Anyway, there's a silver lining, as we said, right?
Yeah.
So we're raised awareness.
Yeah, and we just have to manage our diets and whatever else to get where we need to get.
Yeah.
But that's rough, you know.
Yeah, so you know what? We've talked about it.
Yeah.
If you think you're experiencing symptoms, or even if you're not sure,
Please
go see your doctor, talk about it. It's PCOS Awareness Month, and we want you to be healthy. So.
Yeah, nothing to be ashamed of. Talk about it. It helps.
It's been 6 months now and Glenn hasn't been working. His attitude has completely changed and he's been leaving the house every day for hours and liming with his friends and coming home drunk and causing confusion.
Gloria, this is what you cook today? This is not enough food for a big man like me.
But Glenn, it's been 6 months now. You haven't given me any money to shop for food.
Okay, so what you want me to do if my boss ain't called me out for work as yet?
Look for a different job now.
What you just said to me?
Get a next job.
What?
Help! Let me
Let
go!
go what? Yeah, let's see what real happen. Let go what? Watch your mouth with me now.
Every weekend mom and dad fight. When are they going to stop?
Domestic violence is not just physical, it's mental, emotional, economical, and psychological. If you, your friend or family member is being abused, you can contact one of the numbers listed below for help. Department of Gender Affairs 662-5492. Special Victims Unit 662-7077. Counseling Unit 465-5000. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and the Pan American Health Organization.
Do you know that common baked goods such as bread and crackers are high in salt? Get salt smart.
Yo, what up? It's your boy N Richie right here at Studio 327. I'm here to give you the promo that you guys need because this is something special for St. Kitts. I'm telling you, tune in to Good Morning SKN, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on YouTube, Facebook, and on Moment Channel 4. Also, I realize nobody else is doing this. Follow the Good Morning SKN Instagram at Good Morning SKN and the Studio 327 Inc. Instagram. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook. This is pretty long, but follow us and yeah.
Guess what?
No.
It is time for us to play Things Granny Used to Say Part 2. So it's not just Part 1, guys. We did that already. It's Things Granny Used to Say Part 2. Wow.
GMSKN Nation, can I get you in the conversation we were having during the break? Why did Grandma have to get run over by the reindeer? Why not Grandpa? I don't understand. Why? I know Christmas is a few months away, but yeah, can we have a discussion on that?
So you were here saying that your grandma actually got run over by reindeer? Is that what you're saying? Is this a breaking news story?
I lost my grandparents before I got to double digits, which was 10.
Yeah, okay.
So no, I don't think Santa ran over my grandma. No. Yeah.
I don't know. You're wearing a red belt. I don't know what that red belt signifies. I don't know.
It's a statement piece to pop the black.
Red light. Red nose.
No.
I don't know where we're going with this, Cortezia. Let's just play Things Grandma Used to Say
Oh my
Part 2.
gosh. Please, let's just play.
All right, so we're going to decode the meaning of Things Granny Used to Say. Wow.
What roll off the has back fall on the e-belly?
Well, that's what you say, because I swear to you, I would have pronounced it totally differently, and it would have had a totally different meaning. So I
don't understand. If you fall down, I don't understand.
It's a horse, Cortezia.
Yeah,
it's fallen off the horse back.
But you fall on the belly,
it rolls off the horse back and it falls under the horse belly.
That sounds like water. I don't know. What does that mean?
It means literally, well, this is what I think it means.
Okay,
so
let me hear what you say it means.
If you're not careful, harm will come to you. You will be trampled.
What is his belly?
Yes, but the belly is on the underside.
Then again, he can drop.
Exactly. So that's where I'm thinking. But I swear to you, I would have pronounced that totally differently. Totally different meaning.
Can you say it now?
Different part of the horse altogether. I don't even think we would have known it was a horse. I'm just saying.
Oh my God, Jeremy, you're killing me. You're killing me.
I'm not sure she would have said it like that either.
What roll off the horse back?
I don't think it's a horse, Cortezia.
No,
it's not a horse.
See?
It rhymes with grass, Cortezia.
I know.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, it's horse. Horse. See?
Really?
Yes,
it's horse.
We cannot say the animal that Jesus rode into Jerusalem
Those of you who agree with me that doesn't look like horse, raise your hand. All right.
We're taking a poll.
Okay, so here we go. We got the meaning. Whatever you do now can affect your children later.
Ooh, see, I didn't think, no.
So the belly. Right, you're carrying.
So be careful.
Interesting. I got this so wrong. So didn't understand what Granny said when she said that. And you know what? My grandmother never said that.
I never knew what it meant, so that's why I didn't play to it. Huh?
Maybe yours did. Maybe theirs did.
No, you said she got run over by a reindeer. As I said,
not yours. Theirs. Not yours, Cortezia. Theirs.
Okay,
All right,
see?
so we're 0-0 here.
Say this one, Jimmy. I want to hear you say
Oh my! You really want me to speak in a Jamaican accent?
Yes.
Can't do it.
Hard ears,
picnic yam rockstone.
See? There you go. You can do it. Okay, so if you don't listen, you're
gonna feel
you will
effectively.
you'll end up on the wrong path.
You don't take heed,
Yeah.
then you're gonna pay the price.
Exactly.
Effectively. Disobedient children often learn the
Learn
hard way.
Yep, as we said.
All right, so I think we got that one. Pretty straightforward.
Yep.
Better than the first. The first one that has me questioning my understanding of anatomy. But anyway, yeah, that one.
So children, if you're watching, which you shouldn't be because you should be in school, but your parents can be watching, and you can watch us later. Remember, disobedient children learn the hard way. So be an obedient child.
Yeah, not a problem, child.
All fish does bite, but shark does get the blame. I think I remember this.
What does it mean, Cortez?
I think I remember this. What does it mean?
What does it mean?
That if you're not... Oh, man.
Oh, come on. You got to know this. This
all
effectively
fish
means...
does bite, but shark does get the blame.
If you have this reputation of being bad, effectively, this is where I'm going with it. You've got this reputation of being bad, then other people around you could effectively do things and you'll get the blame for it because you're in their company, right? You'll get the blame for it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay. I think that's it, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think I saw this granny saying before.
You've never been in that classroom where the guy just keeps talking all the time and then all of a sudden somebody else does it and the teacher turns around, it's you.
Jamie, why are you speaking, Jamie? But it wasn't me, it was Cortensia.
Exactly. There it is.
You got
Those with a history of bad behavior are usually the first ones accused.
I should have gotten that, because the poor shark didn't bite this time.
Wow.
But because he's a sharky,
wow,
he got blamed. Yeah.
Now we know.
Now we know. Yeah, two bulls can't live in the same pen.
Okay, so who can live in the pen with a bull?
A heifer. Yeah, since two bulls can't live in there, then the lady cow got to show up, right?
I see.
So it means two people with the same mentality and the same maybe boisterousness and the same behavior, like a father and a son that may have the same attitude, like you can't talk to me, yeah, I'm talking to you. They can't live together in one house or under one roof, yeah.
All right.
That's why they need the soft lady.
Only one person can have the lead position. The other must accept a subordinate role.
And two men, I was watching a movie up to last night, and the father was a preacher, and the son was telling the pastor he know better. So, yeah.
Okay, then. Here we go.
So my movie taught me something.
Yes, it did. Why do I always get this? Seriously, somebody brought this back up after the first one, didn't they, right? So, sweet and goat mouth, sour and hibamba. We talking Flintstone style?
So that means it goes in good, but it doesn't come out well.
Yeah, it's right. Immediate gratification. Let's say that. So you're satisfied initially, but then you've got the sour apples after.
This is like eating, saying you can eat the hottest chicken wing, and then you pay for it later.
I've done that. It tastes really good. Brimstone. I dare you. It made me cry. Thank you, Bobsies.
Oh my gosh. Exactly.
Brimstone made me cry. It may seem nice now, but you will pay the consequences later.
And we said that. Indeed, you will pay the consequences later. Yeah.
Fred Flintstone style. Bam, bam.
Bam, bam. Indeed. Oh, big tree fall down, goat bitey leaf. Big tree. And it's from Ghana, and I don't know this. You see, my grandma went too soon. Santa, try bringing my grandma back down the chimney.
Okay, let's try this one. So you've got higher ups. It's a balance of power thing. If you're not careful and you take a mighty fall, then the ones that you
at the bottom that you were looking down will get you.
Effectively will equalize you or will be over you.
So stay humble. I think that's what that is.
When the mighty fall on hard times, they are disrespected by all.
Yep.
Okay.
As Jamie said.
So that's
Granny taught us something, but then you still have
Okay.
your granny, so granny keeps teaching you, huh?
Yes.
Indeed.
Still have both.
Playing dead to catch Corbu alive.
Okay, first of all, translator, what is corbo?
I think it's the the bird that eats dead meat.
Okay.
So maybe this could be a snake
Okay. So you're effectively pretending
that you're this person when
to
you're
launch
not.
your attack.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that
You're
it?
planning, you're plotting. Dun dun dun. I think that's what a corbu is. Yeah.
I have no idea.
Mhm.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Some big black. A corbu wanted to steal my voice. What a snake.
I feel
Which
like
one?
we're gonna get this wrong, but hey, let's go. We'll find out sooner or later, right?
It's stealing my voice.
Feigning ignorance to catch someone in the act. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's what we said. So the snake, he's hiding in there because he want to get a live bird. Doesn't want it. He doesn't want it dead, although it eats dead things.
Is that what you got from this? Because I don't think we got the point.
No, but that's what
It's
it
a wider
is.
application. This
So-
has a wider application than
Okay.
Yeah, it does have a wider
What was
application.
us? We tried.
Pretending not to know so you can catch people.
Hungry make cat eat salt. No, we have to say it in the Bajan accent. Hungry make cat eat salt. Yeah, we have to say it in their accent.
I have never heard this. I don't know why cats would not eat salt in the first
Okay,
place.
so you're not grateful for what you have to eat. So when there is nothing at all, and the only thing you can find, you run to it and you eat it irregardless.
Okay, so I'll say be grateful for what you have because there might become a day when you don't have it
Exactly.
and you'd wish that you did.
Yep. That's what I think that means.
All right, let's see. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Wow. Love these translators, boy. Whew. I need a...
Well, there was none to eat, so I had to eat salt. That was the only thing that was available.
Can we have a granny dictionary? I mean, we have the Oxford and the Webster. Can we... Seriously, I need a granny dictionary, right? Or some sort of book that translates granny's expressions.
Oh, man. So we don't get the point?
Moon
What?
went fast, but... Okay, I've heard this.
No, you have to say the phrase. I want to hear your Antiguan
You want to
accent.
hear my Antiguan? I have no Antiguan
Yeah.
accent. Moon went fast, but they catch him. But they catch him, right?
Moon, I think I said moon.
So all things come to an end, effectively.
All good things must come. Well, all
Or
things must come to an end.
What's done in the dark would be shown in the light. I have no idea.
Isn't
Can I
that the
get
same
to-
thing though? No matter where you go, your past or whatever catches up to you? Something like that?
All things must come to an end. Okay, I'm going to side with all things come to an end. What are you going to say?
I'm going to say no matter what you have done, it always catches up to you.
Okay, let's see.
Basically, it's the same thing.
You can't run forever. One day you will face the consequences of your actions or misdeeds.
It catches up to you, so don't do
Okay.
bad.
Don't do bad. All right, now I know. Moon run fast. They catch him.
Yeah.
Somebody's playing police here. Oh, yes. Okay, donkeying out in a call and horse race. Same thing, right? If you know you're not set to... You want me to read it? Cockroach in a call.
Cockroach, no got no call in a foul
Effectively.
house.
So if you know you're not accustomed, you don't belong in some place, don't go there.
Exactly.
You're out of your league.
Stay in your lane. Because all them fowls going to be running after your little cockroach self and you will get caught.
It is dangerous to be in a place where you know your life is in danger.
Ta-da!
Really? That's what that... I love these translations, though, I have to say. They've got the posh
As we said.
on things that Granny used to say.
Yeah. Imagine one of them in there and a bunch of fowls and they just running through the hair and thinking, oh, I could hide under here and the fowl can catch me. Them fowls looking for you, partner. Get out of there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll never look at them the same way.
You mingle with the dog, you get bitten by fleas. So you hang with the bad crowd, you are one of
Obviously,
them.
yeah. You are.
Yep. You're one of them, and you even if you're not in the trouble, you can
identify
get
as
in the
them.
same
Yeah.
trouble as them.
Yeah, you got the bad habits, you pay the price for it.
And
I think
it's
that's
like,
it, right? Yeah.
yeah, being an accomplice in a crime. Imagine you were just there, you were just the getaway driver. You didn't pull the trigger, you didn't do anything, you just drove them off, and you get the same amount of years as them.
Yeah. Stick around with bad company. Hey,
Yeah.
you get it. Hey, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Got it.
Yep.
Just said it in the nick of time.
We be smart
Yep.
around here.
Just said it. Alrighty, so Hortensia, you know what Granny used to say.
Man.
Better than I do.
And I lost my granny in my single digits. Imagine that. Oh my gosh.
Still know what Granny used to say.
But maybe I hang around a few grannies.
Aha.
Thank you. Well, we hope that you decoded and deciphered just as we did. And we hope that you'll stay with us. And we have much more after this break. GMSKN Nation, see you soon.
I going out tonight. I got a hot date. He older than me, but I don't care. I like what he telling me. He say I look sweet and ting. What? You want me go home with him? Nice. Boy, I wonder if I'm ready for this. I notice he ain't got a condom, but I gonna go ahead, see? He might think me ain't like him or trust him. Plus, this my first time. Nothing gonna happen to me. Lord, how could I let this happen? I ain't ready for no child. Who gonna support me and my child? My man gone jail and mommy and daddy said they ain't gonna help. I all on my own. How could I be so careless? I wish I could go back to that now. But my education on hold. How could I let this happen? Don't let this happen to you. Contact the Department of Gender Affairs to find out about confidential offices and personnel available to answer questions about your sexuality or pre- or postnatal concerns.
This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
You ever hear Earthquake call and say, "Hello, Miss Lee, yes, it's me, Earthquake, I come in Tuesday around 10? No, sir. Earthquake does arrive unannounced, and when it come, it shake all sense and sensibility out of we. Remain calm, stay inside, and do the DCH. Drop, cover, hold on. Once the shaking starts, you know it's earthquake. Make a quick move to a safe place. Don't run to the door, we are in the exit. Stairs might block up or full of people. Elevator, avoid that, because you might get in and poof, power gone, and you're stuck in that box without ear. Take cover under a strong table or a bed, or crouch against an inside wall or in a corner, and cover your face and your head with your arms. Remember, DCH, drop, cover, hold on. Glass windows and doors, outside walls and doors in an earthquake, bad news. Take care yourself. Most injuries during earthquakes happen when something drop and hit people entering or exiting a building. Last thing, nobody run outside and ask, you feel it, you feel it? Remain calm, stay indoors until all the shaking stop, and do the DCH, drop, cover, hold on.
Where are you going? I just mopped the floor and now the chair leaving marks all over the place. Come on, go in bed, see? Sometimes I just can't take you on.
Violence is expressed in many ways. Most, unfortunately, go unreported or unaddressed for many reasons. If you or someone disabled is being abused, contact the police at 465-2241, social services at 467-1314, or the St. Kitts Nevis Association of Disabled Persons at 465-2151, 663-9077, or 663-4116. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO.
I eat some veggies for dinner. Let me just check the amount of sodium in this can. Oh no, this is too much. Let me try our next option. They did say it's healthy to consume less salt. This is much better. I am salt smart.
Dreamy Decor specializes in flowers for all events, from birthdays to weddings and any other special occasion. What's a better way to express to the people you love than by providing the finest selection of beautiful flowers and gifts? So when you think of flowers, think of us, Dreamy Decor.
These teen boys nowadays get me so upset. I see these teen girls with their big bellies and you want to tell me y'all couldn't protect her and yourself? Come on. Now don't tell me no stupidness about you feel embarrassed about getting a pack of condoms or asking somebody for one. That ain't nothing to be ashamed about. You should be proud that you are making a wise decision, but you still have to abstain from having sex with someone under the age of consent. If your boys are pressuring you to have sex and you don't want to, then don't. You are in charge of your life, not them. I heard another one saying it's sweeter without a condom. But my granny always told me, no glove, no love. So let me tell you something. It's sweeter to have money in your pockets and not have to support a child at that young age. Before I say anything else, the best way to prevent teenage pregnancy is to abstain. In other words, no do it. Let me talk to the big men troubling underage girls.
Why you sleeping with your daughter? You're not live clean. Your girl at 16, and your daughter at 13. So girl a look me, but me know in that big man no deal with back pamba.
You understand where I'm coming from, right?
This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
Great news, everyone! SKN Moves is turning 3. And this year, we are going to celebrate bigly by bringing back the 7-week challenge. For week 1, we will focus on the importance of breastfeeding. In week 2, we will participate in the SKN Move anniversary walk. Week 3, let's watch the In Your Kitchen I Rep My Community competition finals. Week 4, a healthy drinking water challenge. During week 5, it's all about mindfulness and our mental health. And no, that's not all. In week 6, we will learn about self-care and management. The celebrations end in week 7 with the Caribbean Wellness Week activities, National Fruit Day and National Sneaker Day. Come participate, celebrate and enjoy. Join SKN Moves and let us move toward a healthier St. Kitts and Nevis.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN, and it is our Youth Power segment. The St. Kitts National Youth Parliament Association celebrated their 21st anniversary on the 13th of September. Today we welcome the treasurer of the association, Jalen Monzak, and committee member Malika Howell to Good Morning SKN to tell us a bit about the association and about some of the activities planned as part of their anniversary celebration. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Good Morning SKN.
Good morning.
Our pleasure to have you this morning. Aww. So let's hear a bit about the history of the group and who were the founding members.
So Sniper was started on, before the 13th of September, as was mentioned earlier, Sniper would have been, the groundwork of Sniper would have started with the Honorable Dr. Jeffrey Hanley and the late Sir Desmond Eli Ward. And they basically would have got a group of people together, because at the time I think Jeffrey Hanley was the youth officer. So he would have been very instrumental in organizing those young people. And then from there, it grew, and we had our official ceremony on the 13th of September 2001, right at government headquarters. Nice. Government house, sorry.
Government house.
Yes.
I was joking with you guys earlier. I mean, if you guys saw their faces, right? I joked with them. I was like, this is a secret quiz. We didn't tell you. You have to know all about Sniper. The future of Sniper is at stake here. You guys are doing very well. You know the history. You know the history. So tell us about the accomplishments. Monica, what do you know?
Well, I recently joined Sniper this year, actually. I am a newly inducted member into Sniper. And I think
me being a part of Skype speaks for itself as a lot of people think that it's an elitist group, but it's for anybody. Anybody at all. Once you're at the eligible age, join. As soon as we have a membership drive, you'll be able to join. As far as accomplishments, you have the name Skype. And what can I say? Much functioning youth parliament associations like worldwide. There's the one in Antigua, there's one in Scotland. I know there's some in other Caribbean islands, but when you have a name such as Skanaipo, a lot of people know the name Skanaipo, regionally and internationally. So that for itself speaks.
Absolutely right.
I have a follow-up question. What is the age and why the interest in Skanaipa? What is the age that you
If I remember correctly, it's 12 to 13.
12 to 13?
I remember correctly.
Dylan?
13.
13? Okay.
It's 13.
Okay. And other than you said the name Skanaipa being renowned, what was your interest? What piqued your interest to join such an organization?
Okay, I have a love for debate. And so I think Parliament is my calling.
Ooh. I love it.
Good answer.
Great
All right,
answer.
Jalen, let's go. Let's hear yours.
Okay,
No pressure.
No pressure at all. So I would have started in Skanaipa in June 2020. We had a 6 months probation, and that was during COVID-19. So we didn't get the full-on probation experience, but we still got that Skanaipa experience. And for me, what drew me to Skanaipa, I was following Skanaipa for some time, and as Malaika said, I like to debate as well. As quiet as I may seem, I like to debate, I like to see those kind of things. And I know that Skanaipa in the past was very involved in the community. For example, they would have done a lot of volunteer initiatives such as appreciation teas. I know that they would have had, I forget what, come center plays and those kind of different things. So they were very community minded, and at that age I was 20 and I wanted to join an organization where I can contribute to the community, and I saw that Skanaipa was that great fit for me.
Oh, that's so sweet. Probation. Why probation and what is the probation?
Okay, so how the selections process go is firstly there is a call for applications, and the persons they would apply, and the application is based off a specific criteria, and then they would apply, and then the selections committee, which the vice president chairs all the time, they would go through the applications, and they would select the persons based off of that criteria. And then from there, the probation period begins, which is usually, I'm not too sure of the window, but for me, it was about 6 months.
Okay.
And
3 months.
3 months, okay.
Right.
But we had to extend those because of COVID-19.
Okay.
Yeah. So the probation period is there to basically introduce the members to the Skanaipa way, because we have a certain way how we do things. Yeah. For example, in terms of handling meetings, how to call meetings to order, the core of meetings. And so it's just a way not to like you just apply and then you just jump in, because that could be like kind of frightening, because we have Skanaipa, there's a diverse amount of members and people that come from so many different places, and they could be strong personalities, of course. So, we use that probation period to basically wean them, so that when it's time for them to be a part of Skanaipa, they can contribute on the committees, on a committee level, and a general level.
All right, so Malaika, weaning period. 3 months, sufficient for you?
Repeat?
Weaning period.
If
3 months was sufficient for you?
Believe it or not, it was. Between the trainings, we had a mock parliament sitting, all of that, and you actually got the basics down pat, and then you actually join the association, and you get the full one done again.
Oh, I'm so impressed by you guys.
I know,
All right,
know.
So you're obviously a newly elected member. Can you tell us who the others are and what their positions are?
Okay. Repeat the question again, please. Sorry.
Elected members, newly elected members. Who are they? And what are their positions?
Okay, sure. Okay, so there's the president, Mr. Mario Knight, the vice president, Mr. Malachi Ferguson, the general secretary, Ms. Duana Bradley, myself, Jalen Manzak as the treasurer, and the PRO, public relations officer, Mr. Hassani McDonald. And it's also important to note that we were the last executive, excluding the public relations officer. So our mandate from last year basically returned to continue to govern the association.
Okay, look at you, feeling so proud.
Oh, and also, we also have 2 nominated members, which are Mr. Vickett Edwards Douglas, the Assistant Treasurer, and Ms. Dominique Williams, the Assistant General Secretary.
You said nominated?
Yes.
So what's the difference from those that are...
Okay, so the executive is comprised of those 5 members that I mentioned, which are elected members.
Okay.
They are elected at the annual general meeting each year, and there is space for 2 additional nominated persons. Okay. So they are nominated, and we create the position of Assistant General Secretary and Assistant Treasurer to assist with those functions because they are very tedious and heavy.
Oh.
Yes.
All right, well, this has been so engaging so far. We're going to come back in a moment and discuss some more with you guys. More with Sniper in a moment. Stay tuned.
Hi. If you are a smoker, please pay attention to this message. According to the World Health Organization, there are 1.3 billion smokers in the world today, and tobacco kills 1 out of every 2 smokers. Did you know that there is enough nicotine in 5 cigarettes to kill an average adult if ingested whole? There are more than 7,000 chemicals in tobacco smoke, of which more than 250 are known to be harmful. More than 69 are known to cause cancer, and 16 are classified as Group 1 carcinogens. Smoking kills. Are you ignoring that warning every time you smoke? Please stop. Smoking can lead to severe health complications and even death. It affects almost every organ in the body, especially the lungs and heart. It raises blood pressure, increases blood clots, and increases the risk of stroke, heart attack, and cancer. It is hard to quit smoking, but it is not impossible. Don't let tobacco destroy you. Remember the 4 Ds to curb your tobacco cravings. 1. Delay. Set a time limit before you decide to smoke. 2. Drink water. Go get a drink before you do anything else. 3. Do something else. Have a goodie bag handy of other things to do. And 4. Deep breathing. Take at least 10 deep breaths every time you think about smoking. Quit smoking and live a longer and happier life. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health, St. Kitts and Nevis.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. We are talking with Jalen Monzak and Malenka Howell all about Sniper. And let's get into the plans for 2022, 2023. What can you tell us?
Okay, so I can tell you that we have a very ambitious and packed schedule for the year. And one of the most important aspects that we would have planned for is the training and development of our members. So firstly, we are looking forward to engaging with the Ministry of Finance in terms of training on the budget preparations so that we can move into the campaign about educating people, general public, on the budget, national budget. And then from there, we are looking forward to a collaboration with the ZSZ Broadcasting Corporation, where we'll be launching a youth lounge. We will be discussing youth issues, youth-related situations on that lounge. And then from VIA, we would have our usual youth parliament sittings that we have in November. We usually have one for the youth month in collaboration with the Department of Youth, and that will be in November. And we are looking forward to our continued expansion of the Skinniper Vision Park, as well as we have plans for an inter-high school debate. And we did our first caroling last year. We're looking forward to doing that again.
Can you sing? Just kidding.
She started laughing. Malika started laughing. Like, why are you laughing?
Well, Malika can sing. I know she can sing. And last year we would have collaborated. Well, not collaborated. We just had a partnership with the National Youth Parliament of Antigua and Barbuda, and we are looking forward to having a parliament sitting with them sometime next year. And also, we are looking forward to upping our donation drives, as we are a non-governmental organization. We're not funded by anybody. This is from the youth, from us. So we are looking forward to having more fundraisers, including we recently launched a link for JAD, so persons can donate any sort of funds that they want. It is integrated within the Facebook post, so for persons who are listening and wishing to donate to Skinniper, you could always look at any of our Skinniper posts on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and you will see that link via and donate to the cause of Skinniper. Thank you.
All right, so that's very good to know. I have to say, I'm quite impressed by everything that you said. It seems like a very tall order, but very impressive. A lot of thought went into it, so definitely good and on that front.
Yeah. A few of your members were or are still in prominent position in government. Can I assume that one day the two of you will assume any of those roles? I'll begin with Malika.
That is a aspiration of mine.
Good.
So hopefully in the near to soon future, that will be so.
So, Minister of Tourism?
Let's not pretend.
You know where my mind is going, because Hortensia normally does two things, right? When she sees young people here, and Jalen, I'm going to let you answer a question in a little bit, but I have to tease Malika for a bit. She generally goes, are you going to be a politician? Or are you going to enter a beauty pageant?
I'm not going to put Miss Howell on the
You got
spot.
links. You got secrets.
She got double links. Double links. No more, you said.
I can't say anything about pageants. I'll push my sister, but that's too much to carry with a grandmother and an aunt.
I got you.
That's.
But you can continue the lineage of queens.
And if I don't?
I know, right? She's going to take you to task.
Right.
I'm working on it here. I'm working on it.
Let it go, Hortensia. Jalen.
Okay, for me, what should I say? Yes, I know that I would be in somewhere in government at some point in time. Looking actually at working in the Ministry of Finance or somewhere. So anybody have a contact via? I recently completed my bachelor's in economics.
Oh,
so
congrats.
thank you. Looking forward to an opportunity there. I also want to, at some point in time, get into representational politics. So that's the politician here you're looking at. And so that will be coming, I can't say soon, but eventually. And, being able to represent my constituents.
Politician already. Minister of Finance, Minister of Tourism.
And
I got them right here.
Yes. And, work within the government system.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Our future is in safe hands.
Malika's laughing. I'm going to leave it there. All right. So as we talk about Skinniper, let's talk about the Youth Forum. What are you coming up? Who are the speakers, etc.?
Okay. The theme for this year's Youth Forum is A New Era, Breaking the Barrier, Reimagine Youth Leaders. The date is tomorrow, the 21st of September, 2022. The time is 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. The venue is Kuna Conference Center. The panelists are as follows: Miss Nadia Wallins, who is speaking on authenticity and self-awareness. Miss Nikki Nichols, who is speaking on financial literacy and discipline. Mr. Raphael Fanswande, who will be speaking on the innovative leader. Honorable Garth Wilkin, who will be speaking on leader with integrity. And Mrs. Natasha Gray Brooks, who will be speaking on the persevering leader. Our target for this event, youth in on the island, specifically high schools across St. Kitts, preferably 4th and 5th hours, as well as CFBC and other youth groups. RSVP is still open but limited to RSVP. Call 668-7126 or 660-5793.
Sounds like a great lineup. Sounds like a lot of thought went into
Yes.
it.
Yes. Yes.
So what are you hoping to gain from it? What's the output? What's the target?
Well, we would hope that those in attendance would, once listening keenly, would gain proper leadership skills. Even though this is just a short, brief, and small event, it still should be impactful.
Yeah.
Just based on these speakers alone.
Yeah, and we also hope to that the persons that come to this event, who are high schoolers, that they can see youth leaders who are within different spheres of St. Kitts, and who can see people like me and Malika who are movers and shakers, and be influenced to be movers and shakers and to be leaders within whatever sphere that they do, and be able to contribute to that discourse that we will be having at the Youth Forum coming tomorrow.
Nice. Can we join? Or are we too old?
Why are you looking at me? You can ask the question. They've got the answers. Answer her. She wants to know if she's too old. Malika, you want to take it?
She passes it on to the guy. She doesn't even say, okay, I can get away with it. She passes it on to him to get in more trouble.
So you are welcome to join, each and every one of you. And I see you have a very young staff, so I'm encouraging your young staff to come to the Youth Forum and to experience a great evening of youth leaders, of leaders within the St. Kitts and Nevis sphere.
I love the way you pivoted right away. I love it.
True guy. True
Learn a
guy.
thing or two from you. Great. All right, so it's been an honor talking with you all about Skype. Congratulations again on celebrating 29 years of existence, and good luck to you with all of your endeavors.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for
Don't worry,
having
I'll
us.
vote for you.
We'll be back in a moment, everyone. Stay tuned.
You see that new boy that just joined the school last week? He brought me a chocolate this morning because I showed him the way home from school yesterday. You like him? No, he's just my friend. Plus he is my neighbor. He asked me if we can walk home together for lunch tomorrow, and I told him yes.
I don't like these big boys. They tend to like to touch girls without your consent.
What do you mean by consent?
It's when one person agrees to give permission to another person to do something.
He is cute though. Guys, you won't believe what happened the other day with the new boy from school.
What happened?
The other day, while walking home with the new guy, he followed me into my house. I thought it was okay because he seemed friendly and respectful. So I turned on the TV and offered him a soda. We sat in the chair together. Then he leaned over and kissed me. I was so shocked I sat up straight and asked him why he did that. He said he thought I liked him. I told him not in that way.
What? Girl, you should have never allowed him inside your parents' home.
My parents will be very angry if they meet any boys in our home plus kissing me.
Guys, we don't need to be burdened down with teen pregnancy and relationship problems at this time. Boys need to understand that girls are not sex objects.
Remember, you have the right to consent to every activity being performed, from holding hands to anything more, and to change your mind at any time. If your partner does not respect your wishes, this also is a form of abuse. If you, your friend or family member is being abused, you can contact one of the numbers listed below for help. Department of Gender Affairs 662-5492. Special Victims Unit 662-7077. Counseling Unit 465-5000. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and the Pan American Health Organization.
Did you know that there are certain seasonings that contain more salt than you actually need? There are more natural, healthier ways to reduce the salt intake in your dishes by using natural things like onions, garlic, seasoned peppers, and even thyme and merengue powder.
Greetings, my lovely people. I'm Chantel, residing in Taiwan. 12 hours time difference. It's nighttime here, morning time in SK. I'm busy and on the go. However, I always manage to keep up to date with what's happening in SK. All thanks to Good Morning SKN. Good morning SKN. Ciao bango!
Cheese. No, I'm not talking photographs. It's a staple food, not just in St. Kitts and Nevis, but all around the world. And I'm going to ask you now, do you like cheese?
No, not really, no.
We were doing our Paddington effect here with our phony British accents. Do you like cheese?
No.
Well,
and every time he literally said cheese, I got goosebumps.
okay, that was good. All right. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be voting yay. Can you see it? Yay or nay
Yep.
on some of the most popular dishes that are made with cheese from all around the world. So,
Is
yay or
ratatouille
nay?
included? Is he a chef on this menu here?
Listen.
Because although his food looked tasty, I'll have to say nay because he's a rat.
Ratatouille.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Anything that starts with the letters R, A, and T gets a nay from me. All right. Here we go.
No rats.
That's the first one?
We don't know.
Oh,
nay, yay, nay, Okay, I'm having too much fun.
You're having way too much fun with this.
Paper.
All right, so we're going all the way to Greece.
What is that?
Tirapita.
Tirapita. What's
Yeah.
Tirapita?
It's a place in Greece. It's a location.
Okay. I thought it was the dish.
It's a dish. I'm sorry, I saw the map. would you eat Greece, Hortensia? Well, depending on how you spell it, right? All right, here we go. We're having way too much fun today.
Too much. So.
Would you eat that? All right.
So, you gonna take this one?
Yeah, why not? All right, so it's a popular Greek snack consisting of sheets of dough that are filled with a combination of cheese, usually feta, and eggs. This dish is typically wrapped in triangular pieces and brushed with melted butter before baking. Well, anything is better with butter. So I will give it a yay.
Okay, I'll try it. So I will say, I'm gonna try it. I'm not gonna, because I like to eat different, I like to eat foods from different places, so I'm gonna try it.
And by the way, Greece is a location, not to repeat it.
Tirapita is the breakfast. Could we say it's a breakfast burrito?
It's a snack.
Just wrapped up fancily?
It's a snack.
Fancily. Is that a word?
It's a snack.
All right, it's a snack, as James say.
So it's a yay. Yay for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it.
Well, now you know what this is, right? you know it's not a place.
So France, aligot. Is that it? I hope I said it correct. Aligot. Aligot. I have to sound bougie French.
Oh, you do? Okay.
No.
We don't know what it is yet, Hortensia.
The fact that I see that thing is
mashed.
No.
Well, it's made with cheese.
I'm getting
obviously.
goosebumps from that.
That looks so good.
No.
Let's find out how it's made. What is it?
Ooh, it looks like cornmeal, but because
It
I know
does.
it's cheese, it's freaking me out. This is a French dish which incorporates mashed potatoes, melted cheese, cream, and crushed garlic. This combination results in a creamy, elastic, and velvety texture that is similar to fondue.
Definite yay. See, so why does your face look like that when you're saying yay? You're supposed to be enthusiastic, Hortensia.
Did I?
Hortensia, it's not punishment. It's not punishment.
Sorry, it's the wrong thing. It's the wrong thing. That's why my face was like that. No.
Oh, that's why your face was
It
like
looks
that. Your face was
fully.
like,
No.
Mashed potatoes, it had that look.
I don't really like mashed
Yeah, some chicks-
potatoes.
well, there you go. Half your life is gone. But hey, you're already at middle age. There you go. I said it. We'll move.
I'm not 50s yet.
All right. So guess what?
Rough
Have you
on
heard of
me.
a place in England called cauliflower cheese? It's because it doesn't exist. All right. So this is the name of the dish we're going to England.
Yes.
All right.
Ooh. I like. Looks fancy. And it doesn't have a lot of cheese. Maybe I can handle that. And the fact that cauliflower is healthy and the parsley sprinkled atop of it look good. How about that?
All right. So this is a traditional baked English dish consisting of boiled cauliflower florets doused in a sauce made from flour, milk, butter, nutmeg, and mature cheeses such as cheddar. All right, I'll try it.
I can handle that.
Definitely try it.
Even if I have to scrape the cheese off of the cauliflower.
Then what would be the point? What would be the point?
I can work with it. It's going to be tasty.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff.
Every time I see this, provolita. But no, it's Argentina. Provolita. Ooh, no. It's pulley.
You don't even know what it is yet. You're saying
Grilled provolita cheese is typically enjoyed before a meal or as a side to grilled meats in Argentinian barbecue. The semi-hard provolone is the perfect cheese for the grill because it's compact and firm. Provolita is best enjoyed topped with the garlicky sauce and paired with crusty bread on the side. Garlicky, not quirky.
That's a definite yay. You're calling the people's dish quirky, Cortez here?
Garlicky.
Garlicky.
No, it's pulley. Once the cheese is pulley, it can't work. No, I'm not eating it.
That's the fun part.
No.
Yes.
It'll give me goosebumps. I can't eat it.
Okay.
No.
All right. So yes. So any Russians out there, I'm about to mispronounce this dish, but Srniki. I'm gonna try that. As in the pronunciation. Not sure about the dish. We'll find out in a while.
Pancakes. It looks like pancakes, and the fact that it's dusted with a little
sugar. Is that
sugar?
It looks sweet.
But what's that thing on the side? Chocolate?
It looks okay. So here we go. This is a popular Russian dessert. Obviously, it's going to be sweet, consisting of fried cottage cheese pancakes that are usually garnished with honey, fruit jam, sour cream, and applesauce. Anything with that combination, I'm going to try once. Here we go. Yay.
I said it looked pancakey.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
Really good. So, is there anybody else who's thinking that the next time we do these segments, we're going to have
the samples?
Of course.
Ooh, I'm thinking about it.
I'm seeing all sorts of restaurants pop up. I know we've got our populations here, so.
Oh my gosh.
I wish you well.
Kazis Basil. I was learning German once, I just stopped.
Okay, so you know what this is.
Kazis Basil. No, I don't. Oh, it's probably pasta and cheese. Kazis Basil. Look how it looks. Kazis Basil. This is a simple pasta dish that combines pasta with a creamy mixture of melted cheese. The melted cheese mixture is usually a combination of 2 or more types of cheese, such as Edam, Gouda, Fontina, or Emmental cheese. Okay, I don't like pasta and I don't like cheese, but I'm gonna try it once, just the top. So I'll just have a little
there's
bit.
Hope. There's hope. Yeah. All right.
Just because the castle pastel look a little good. Yeah.
There's hope. There's hope.
I don't like no pasta, man. No. There's too much flour to chew. Aha.
All right, so we're going all the way to India. Halak Paneer, we've got the populations here.
Oh, he got
so you can
it.
easily get the dish. You never know. You never know. Somebody here might be able to make that.
Ooh, that looks
okay, it's colorful.
That looks like naan bread. You know naan bread, right? I had cheese in naan the other day and I couldn't eat it a while. I had to plump the whole, because I didn't expect it to be so pulley. Plump all the cheese off, so I only had the bottom. Yeah, I murdered the naan.
What? Yes, you did, clearly.
No.
That's not even worthy of a deconstructed label or label reading deconstructed. All right, so here it is, Palak Paneer. Am I saying that right? Should I break out dancing now? All right, so this is a popular Indian vegetarian dish made with paneer cheese in a rich, thick sauce consisting of pureed spinach mixed with tomatoes, garlic, and numerous spices. Okay, so, should I dance my answer? No, that's silly.
Listen, I was watching Sepia, right? And they got so we say yay, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's
and
what
Trinidad, well, no, St. Kitts Patriots got a bowl out, and you don't want to see Dwayne Bravo doing his Indian. And
I was just trying to do it, exactly. It's like, you can't say India without dancing.
Ooh, I like this. Quiche au fromage. And guess how I know how to pronounce that? From Dexter.
Wow.
Cartoon Dexter, Omelette du fromage. So I would eat the quiche, yeah. The cheese is not pulley. So I'm going to say yeah from the get-go.
Oh, really? You better check the ingredients and how it's made
Quiche au
first.
fromage, it's not pulley. This savory baked French delicacy consists of a tinned, flaky pastry crust topped with a delicious topped with delicious cheese mixture. The traditional open tart usually makes use of classic cheese varieties such as Gruyere, Camembert, what is that? Camembert or Roquefort? Is that it? Roquefort? I don't know.
Your French accent suddenly became Russian. I don't know. Middle of the way. You are a French Russian Guyanese petition today. All right.
I am.
We're just trying this one.
You forgot English because my English.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I didn't detect that accent at all. Not in anything that you just said.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. It's
so
quiche.
Yeah.
And they have the authentic recipe to quiche. Their quiche is very good, and I had some in Paris. Okay, let me come back to St. Kitts.
Oui.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Oui. All right. So I guess it's about time for us to nearly go all the way home, right? We'll be back in a moment. Stay tuned.
Hello and welcome to your favorite day of the week, Friday.
Yo, what up? It's your boy N Richie right here at Studio 327. I'm here to give you the promo that you guys need because this is something special for St. Kitts. I'm telling you, tune in to Good Morning SKN, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on YouTube, Facebook, and on Moment Channel 4. Also, I realize nobody else is doing this. Follow the Good Morning SKN Instagram at Good Morning SKN and the Studio 327 Inc. Instagram. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook. This is pretty long, but follow us and yeah.
Children, how can you tell a tsunami coming?
Teacher me.
Sammy?
My mother said when uncle jump in the pool and the water sploosh out, that's how you tell a tsunami coming.
Settle down, children. Settle down. Do you remember our tsunami song?
Yes!
Mommy, Uncle not here in the other shake.
Hush your mouth.
Daddy, Uncle not here and the sea gone.
Who cares? You don't see all them free fish? Quick, give me the bag.
This is how you tell a tsunami a come. Teacher says so. I would have failed in school, you know.
Sammy, come, let me go. They would have failed anyhow. Let me run, see Sammy.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Got caught off guard, didn't I? It's time to let you know what's happening. So we'll begin with the table tennis. The St. Kitts and Nevis Table Tennis Association will be hosting 2 open tournaments this week. So on the 15 girls and boys event that will be held on Thursday, the 22nd September 2022 at the Sandy Point Community Center from 3 p.m. until end of play. Senior males and females event will be held on Saturday, the 24th of September at the St. Johnson's Community Center from 9 a.m. until end of play. Registration fee is a mere $20 for adults and a mere $10 for children. Contact Mr. Freeman at 660-6580 or Mr. Lake at 764-0581 for more details. So it's 660-658 or 764-0581.
All right, so next on the list, the Miss Phenomenal Pageant. It's soon time for the 4th annual Miss Phenomenal Pageant. The new date for the show is the 23rd of September, and the venue is Carnival Village at 8 p.m. Early bird tickets are on sale for $50 until September 17th. Well, obviously now admission at the gate will be $70. We're already past that. So here are your phenomenal contestants. Miss Corencia Hodge, Miss Juliet Bubb, Miss Theola Vanterpool, Miss Desire Herbert, and Miss Alicia Nisbet. All right, so there they go.
Yes, 5 phenomenal ladies, so go out and support them.
I gotta say. All right, so we want to thank you guys for joining us for another edition of Good Morning SKN right here at Studio 327. Thank you for following us. If you haven't done so yet, feel free to do so. You can do so on our platforms, Facebook and Instagram. Facebook and YouTube, I should say, first of all. The handle is Studio327INC. And of course, on Instagram, that has a different handle. It's the name of the show. So it's Good Morning SKN. Remember to like, subscribe, follow, share, and of course, watch.
Yes, and we're still trying to get to 700, so help us out. Leave us a comment to let us know what was your favorite part of today's show. And this is where we say see you tomorrow on Whiskermas Wednesday at 8 a.m. where you will start your morning with us right here at Good Morning SKN, where there's a little bit of everything for everyone. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, guys.